Today we are going to discuss the topic is how to work with delete and undelete statements under DML operations. Along with that, how to do or how to delete records permanently from recycle bin as well. That's what we are going to discuss as part of this session. Before we are going to start our session, let's have a great quote from great personality. Pain itself destroys pain. Suffering itself frees man from suffering. Let's see what we are going to discuss here. We are going to discuss first thing is delete statement and undelete and database.empty recycle bin method. So here, as part of these three topics, how delete works here. Delete helps to delete the existing records. And once you delete the records with the help of delete statement, then it is going to store or it is not going to delete permanently from Salesforce. Instead, it is going to store or it is going to place those records in the recycle bin of your Salesforce instance for 15 days. And you can restore those records, okay, by going to recycle bin or with undelete statements also. So again, let me tell you, delete helps to delete the existing record. Once you delete the record, okay, either through delete statement or from user interface, these records will be stored in recycle bin of your Salesforce instance for 15 days. After that, it will be permanently deleted. Before 15 days, you can restore those records with the help of your undelete statement, or otherwise you can go to Salesforce recycle bin and there you have the option to restore those records. Okay, and one more thing what we have to remember here, when you are deleting any record, if there is a cascading deletion or if that record is supporting the cascading deletion, then it is going to delete child records also. For example, if you delete the case record, it automatically deletes the case comment, case history, case solution records associated with that case. Along with that, what we have to remember as part of this delete here, so when you have any issue for deleting the child record, okay, then it is going to give you error on parent record deletion also when there is a cascade deletion. And one more thing, if you talk about account and open cases and opportunities, that means when you want to delete the account with the delete statement, when there is a open opportunities and open cases, then you cannot delete. So when you want to delete this account, first thing is you have to delete the opportunities and then cases and then account. Like that you have to do operations. Anyway, it's based on the situation you have to do that. So here what you have to remember, you may have the problem while deleting the records. It may be because of cascading deletion, it may be something else, or it may be a restriction on child records when you have master detail relationship between parent and child. Okay, but you always need to take the decision based on your requirement. Anyway, at last, delete statement is useful for deleting the existing record. Okay, once you apply the delete statement on existing record, it is going to store in recycle bin of your Salesforce instance for 15 days. Within 15 days, you can restore those records. If it is permanently deleted after 15 days, you can't restore. Now let's see the example. Okay, so let's do practical. And now if I go to employee, okay, I have employee called Kushi here, right? Let me try to delete this. So I'm going to query select ID comma employee name. You don't need any other fields also to retrieve except ID while you are deleting. From employee underscore C, where employee name underscore underscore C equals Kushi. Now I'm going to apply delete statement. Let's see what is going to happen. I'm trying to delete, right? Now let's see here. If I reload this, then you can see the change here. It is deleted. Looks like there is a problem. Unfortunately, there was a problem. Please check. That means it is already deleted. Now let's see whether it is available in recycle bin or not. Okay, you can go to recycle bin here. If you don't know how to go to, so go to your app launcher. Here you can type simply recycle bin and open it. See here you have employee 001 employee. Okay, this is what you deleted just now. Now if you want to restore, you can restore from here. There is an option here, restore option or restore action. From your recycle bin itself you can restore. Okay, otherwise you can apply undelete statement on deleted records which are stored in recycle bin of your Salesforce instance. So let's apply undelete statement on this for restoring the record. Okay, so let's see how to apply that. See here, whenever you want to use undelete statement, you definitely need to use the all rows keyword in your SOQL query. Then only you can undelete the, or you can restore the records from your recycle bin with undelete statement. But again, I'm telling you here, until your records are stored in recycle bin for 15 days, within 15 days only you can apply either undelete or otherwise restore option in your recycle bin. Okay, let's apply our undelete statement on the deleted records which are stored in recycle bin now. So you need to know that you have to apply all rows class always, all rows keyword in your SOQL query for undeleting or restoring your record from recycle bin. This is how you have to do. Okay, in our case, let me show you this, how to do this. In our case, what we deleted Kushi record, right? So same thing we are going to do here. So instead of this, see, I'm going to apply all rows here, and instead of delete, undelete. So what I am trying to do, I am trying to restore the record, that is Kushi employee, which I deleted just now, and it is stored in recycle bin of our Salesforce instance. Let's say execute. Now it is executed successfully. Now let's try to reload this. You can get this. See, you got the Kushi record from recycle bin. Now if you go to recycle bin, just refresh this. Now you don't have Kushi record here. So here you got employee 009 record. This is how you can do. But somehow, and sometimes you want to do permanent, you want to delete records permanently. You don't want to have these records in recycle bin once you delete. How you can do that? That is called as hard delete. Okay, we don't have any statement called hard delete like we have insert statement, update statement, upset statement like that. Okay, we have a database method called empty recycle bin for deleting the records from the recycle bin also permanently. Okay, let's see how we can do that. So for that, for example, I have Kushi record always here for now. Database dot empty recycle bin. See here, this empty recycle bin method accepts either list of IDs to be deleted permanently, or list of records permanently, or single object to be deleted permanently. Okay, let's apply anything. Here I have list, right? You can apply anything based on your requirement. Here, save. If I do like that, so uh, as per database.empty recyclement, what is going to happen? What has to happen here? It has to delete cushy record, and it should not hold the record, or it should permanently delete the cushy record from recycle bin also. Let's see what is going to happen if I execute this. There is no any error here. If you see, okay, it is executed successfully. And now if you go to here, there is no any change on cushy record. It is still there in your database and it is not deleted. That is the meaning of it. Even you check recycle bin, no cushy record or no record with employee 009. So what it means here, even you apply empty recycle bin without applying the delete statement here before deleting this record, it is not going to perform any operation on it. So that's why whenever you want to delete a record permanently, first thing is you have to use the delete statement, delete empty list. And then you pass the same list to database.empty recycle bin. Then it is going to delete from your database table and it will going to empty from your recycle bin also. That means it is going to delete your record permanently from Salesforce when you use delete and empty recycle bin method. Okay, let's do this. What is going to happen? Let's see this. Now see, it is deleted. Let's go to recycle bin. If we get this, see, no record. If you go to org recycle bin, nothing is there. Org recycle bin means it will give you all the records which are deleted. Okay, this is how you can delete the record permanently. And along with that, you can use database method for delete and undelete statements also. Okay, so database.delete, database.undelete. So what is the difference here? When you use normal delete or undelete statement, that is called as static DML operation. When you use database.delete and database.undelete, it is a dynamic DML operation. It does partial DML operation, how we did for upsert or update or insert. You can apply or you can have a look how it will happen. Okay, if there are any records having issues in the list where you want to delete, if you are using the database delete, then it ignores the issue records which are having the issue. It operates or it performs the delete operation on remaining records. That's the partial DML operation. Okay, this is how you can work with delete, undelete, and database methods empty recycle bin. Okay, for deleting the record permanently from our Salesforce database. This is how you can work with these things. Okay, I'll give you this description, these reference links under this video. You can have a look and you can explore more on it. Okay, here please subscribe to Salesforce Textbook. All the best.